one major mistake while you're on credit line could devastate the business, right? Could just be a really big upheaval. Do you foresee operating on debt for the next 5 years?
We also have a Shopify store and we do wholesale to retailers. And that's where I really want to build stuff because I've become so beaten down with Amazon the past 12 months. I used to feel like I had this amazing brand. It was so profitable. The reserves went up and now my cash flow is such a nightmare because I'm buying all this inventory. Amazon's holding back 55%. And now I'm operating off lines of credit. And before I was just buying and paying everything off monthly. So I feel like Amazon's just become so difficult. And I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Why is that normal to have to borrow money to purchase inventory? Do you think at this level, if we're selling like 1.4 million worth of collars?
I would say it's normal. It's very common for brands to express the same difficulty language that you're using. When you're sub 1 mil, cash is king. You may go slower. Maybe your SKU count is really high and then you've over-indexed on SKUs potentially. There's things that you could do to change your framework so you're not relying upon credit line, because one major mistake while you're on credit line could devastate the business, right? It could just be a really big upheaval. But what I can tell you is I would probably start to decrease the number of SKUs on the account to ease that credit line question. So instead of doing like 100 dog collars, expand to another dog product you haven't hit yet with your next expansion. And because you always need to be expanding, you probably have like a sheet somewhere with like 50 product ideas.
We have dog harnesses as well. The problem for me is I got to buy 4 sizes and then in the pattern, and you know what I mean? They have minimum
Yes.
orders. Anything I expand into, I sell dog bowls. That's easy, but those, they were selling great. And then the Chinese entered and they aren't selling.
The Chinese.
Yeah, the Chinese. Yep. And I love my manufacturer. They came over and saw me, but I just feel like, am I doing something wrong? Because now I feel like I'm living on debt, but yet I feel like I have this great brand of people all over the world who will pay shipping to get it sent to them because people really love the patterns and the mission. So I feel like the brand has value, but I'm really stressed.
Do you foresee operating on debt for the next 5 years? Do you run your personal household on debt?
Well, it just mathematically it makes sense if I'm only getting paid 45 to 50% of what Amazon owes me, but yet I'm trying to buy, 4, 5, 6 months in advance, things get out of whack. And I don't know if it's just the revenue level where that started happening or if it was the account management and that they were spending too much on ads And so the other thing is I'm in the UK and my agency Peak Sellers said that they could do that. Well, now it's been 2 years and it's a nightmare. And I don't know if I should spend money to throw away those 1,000 units that are sitting there. But my issue there is I don't have a trademark. So I don't know if it makes sense to invest in a trademark so I have brand content or just get rid of this stuff. Because what's happened is I have all these drop shippers. So they're showing all the stuff that's sold in the US versus like the 6 patterns that are in the UK. Oh, well, that's weird. It goes to a Christmas store and then it doesn't have as many patterns, but like I don't have all those patterns in the UK.
We're comfortable operating worldwide in any Amazon location. I'll be honest, a lot of Amazon sellers I speak to, they think they have to diversify and go to other countries. But when they do, it's overwhelming. The VAT, the taxes, the trademark stuff. And so typically I try and maximize the US market until we hit a standstill and then open up some other markets, which may be what you did, or maybe you invested. I've helped thousands of Amazon sellers navigate these questions. You're unloading a lot of very big challenges. Some of these could take, like mastermind sessions together to diagnose and talk about. The sense that I get is that you're probably overstocks multiple countries. You probably have too many SKUs and too much stock. That's a guess. That doesn't mean that's right. And it also doesn't mean we can't fix it by increasing sales.
Yeah, I do. I struggle because in this category, like really successful brands are always introducing new patterns, right? And people write and say, when you introduce a new pattern, but it's a lot of money to keep doing that. And then, I've got so much inventory. Like at any given time in my warehouse, I probably have $75,000 to $100,000 worth of inventory.
There are two types of customers you can sell to, right? You can sell to new customers, new products. You can sell new products to old customers.
Mhm.
Now, on the flip side, you can sell old products to new customers and you can sell old products to old customers. I feel like you have a lot of pressure on the end, the new products. But here's the thing. Those old customers, this segment right here, probably will solve your problem. So how many dog collars does your average customer buy? Maybe 2 a year? How many SKUs do you have?
Hundreds, like,
Yes.
yeah.
All right, so we got hundreds. So when they ask you for a new design and you shoot back, hey, here's 4 potential designs, they don't have to know it's old. It'll be new to them. Old products to old customers, you have hundreds of SKUs. So this is what I have found in high catalog chaos, such as your situation. If this resonates and you decide to work with us, our job would be to try and index you heavier on old products to old customers and old products to new customers, these 2 quads. And that will decrease your money cash flow, which is super harsh on new to new. This quad right here is the most expensive, right? Cheapest quad is down here to acquire a sale. This is the most affordable quad. So I don't know if this resonates or not.
How are you targeting them?
Well,
Emails or?
yeah, I mean,
We can't do emails anymore, can we, on Amazon? Or can we?
Sadly, no, not really. But here's the thing. If you were to pull up your account right now and show me your ads, you would see a new to brand. 78% of your orders on Amazon, as it relates to ads, are actually brand new to your brand. They've never bought before. And this is a year to date statistic. So right now, guess that you are selling new to new is accurate, according to this data. 78% of the people that buy a product from you have never bought before.
Most of them are buying an old product. Most of them are buying that Blackbird collar. That's our top product. But
good. That's actually a good thing. Means you can discontinue some of those slower sellers, free up some capital, free up some complexity, quite frankly, because it costs you more to run a bigger, more complex account. And then we can funnel more sales into those best sellers.
Is there another stat here that shows new to brand? It doesn't show old.
No, but we can do the inverse of that statistic to kind of, run some gauge, which would be 23% or so.